You're watching Las Vegas 1. News and information 24/7.
This week on In Business Las Vegas, is Las Vegas down for the count? That's the word from a national pundit. We'll have the details.
Plus, the president's housing recovery plan could leave Nevada on the critical list.
And the latest on the investigation into local homeowners associations. It's a George Knapp exclusive in Business Las Vegas. Next.
Now from Las Vegas 1, this is In Business Las Vegas.
Welcome to this edition of In Business Las Vegas, your source for the top business news of the week.
From the resources of the Las Vegas Sun, Channel 8 Eyewitness News, and In Business Las Vegas. Right now, let's take a look at our top story. After weeks of debate, the president's economic stimulus is now a reality. President Obama signed the $787 billion measure this week. Some of its provisions include $48 billion for transportation projects, $50 billion for energy programs that focus primarily on renewables and efficiency. Tax credits of $400 per American worker and $800 per couple. An $8,000 tax credit for first-time home buyers. Nevada will get about $1.5 billion in aid. Much of that will go to transportation and education. The measure also includes provisions designed to help small businesses. In a few minutes, we will get the reaction to that part of the plan from the Las Vegas Chamber of Commerce.
Jeff, President Obama, meanwhile, unveiled a plan to help Americans avoid foreclosure. The effort would enable 4 to 5 million homeowners who are current on their mortgage payments to refinance through Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. It would provide incentives to lenders to modify at-risk loans before the homeowner misses payments. This would assist about 3 to 4 million people who are at risk of losing their homes. The plan would support low mortgage rates and increase available credit by pumping more money into Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And it calls on Congress to give bankruptcy judges authority to alter mortgage loan terms and reduce monthly payments. Congresswoman Dina Titus has a provision she'd like added to the president's housing plan. This week on Face to Face with John Ralston, Titus said she would like to help those who have lost their homes secure lease options to purchase foreclosed homes.
Some of the people who may have lost their home can get into a home that may have been foreclosed on, lease it, and have that money apply to a buying price after the market has changed and they've built up back into their jobs, their hours, whatever they might need.
Titus says she supports changing the bankruptcy law to allow judicial modifications to loan terms, but she wants Congress to pass criteria that would give consistency to the process. And joining me now to talk about the impact of the president's plan on the local real estate market, from Coldwell Banker Premier Realty, Bob Hamrick. Thanks for joining me.
You bet, Dana. Thank you.
Are you surprised that this plan doesn't seem to provide a lot of relief for the states that have been hit the hardest, like Nevada and Arizona and Florida?
Yes, it's very surprising. I think that unfortunately one of the stipulations is that if your property is only 105% underwater, then you can have relief. But we know that in our marketplace our homes are down considerably more than that in price, which means homeowners are underwater more than 105%. So it does not provide us the type of relief that we need to the extent that we need it in our marketplace.
Back in the good old days, lenders used to be willing to go up to 120% of your home's equity. Would lifting it to that threshold make any difference, or are we still underwater even more than that?
I'm not so sure that proposed solution is the answer. My biggest concern is that there are great people with great credit scores that are contemplating whether they should stay in their home or let it go because property values have dropped so significantly. These people are on time with their car payments, they're on time with everything else, and it's just that portion that's the challenge. And so I believe we need to create some form of relief for those people to reduce the amount of principal on their loans. Until we're able to address principal reduction, then I believe we're going to continue to have the foreclosures. And Ms. Titus is talking about ways of getting these people back into the properties. Let's stop that from happening, and this, I believe, is one of the solutions to reduce the amount of principal that somebody owes on their home.
I'm sure you don't want to see people have to go into bankruptcy to do that, though.
Exactly, and that's the whole point. I believe bankruptcy attorneys are going to be pretty busy because people are going to strategize about how to go into bankruptcy versus figure out how to avoid it and stay current on all the rest of their bills. Just figure out how to address the mortgage portion.
So if you could sit down with our new president and say, you know, your solution is a start, but it's not going to help us in Nevada, what would you suggest?
Well, I'd love the opportunity. The suggestion would be to truly address the circumstances where we've got properties that are now selling for $200,000 that were selling for $400,000, $500,000 before.
So across the board, shave off a certain amount of principal?
That's the difficult part where I do not have the solution, because there will be a lot of fat that's mixed in. But we have to be able to put our heads together and come up with a solution that will allow people that are that buried in their properties to stay in it rather than to lose their credit and become renters when they truly should be homeowners.
Okay. The high-end market stayed immune to this for a little while, but now you're seeing that the $1 million plus homes aren't selling. And I know you're the broker of record for City Center, and the high-end condo market has been hurt as well. What's the outlook for that end of the market?
Well, I do believe that there's going to be some continued challenge there. The same challenge that has taken place in the regular market is going to I think take place in the higher end as well. And so the same high-end homeowners have less equity in their property now, or no equity, or reverse equity. And so the same solutions, I believe, have to be there for them as well.
I know MGM Mirage has you on sort of a short leash as far as what you can say, but are you concerned with the structural issues that have gone on at City Center, that there is a crisis of confidence in the market?
We haven't experienced that. I mean, the owners that have purchased in the remaining properties at City Center are very happy with their purchases. The concern of the one-time situation that's taken place in the Harmon are concerns that we believe that we've done a good job of ensuring do not exist anywhere else.
Okay. Are you confident that those properties are going to have no trouble closing? I know Trump's had a lot of trouble getting his buyers to close. Well, is the financing there?
Certainly, it's an issue that we are addressing. Fortunately, we're ahead of the curve. We're not going to be closing until November and December of this year, so we're working very diligently to create some solutions for the challenges that do exist.
All right, Bob Hamrick, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Jeff?
All right, Dana, thank you very much. The owners of the Cosmopolitan are getting sued. The suit is being brought by entertainment columnist Robin Leach and Las Vegas show producers Norbert Ailman and Jeff Gitlin. The three claimed that when they bought their units, they were misled into believing the resort would open by the end of 2008. Instead, because of delays and the project's eventual foreclosure, the high-rise may not be finished until 2010 or later. The suit names as defendants former Cosmopolitan owner 3700 Associates, LLC, Deutsche Bank, which foreclosed on the project, and Deutsche Bank affiliate Nevada Property One, LLC. And when In Business comes back, what does the federal stimulus mean for your company? And no layoffs here. We'll tell you where the jobs are when In Business Las Vegas returns.